Couple of clouds over the FM area, but no chance for rain. The Valley Skycam keeping its eyes on the skies for you. We definitely had a return to more summer-like conditions now as we started our work week with temperatures well up into the 80s, still 84 degrees out at Hector. Wind from the south-southwest is blowing at only 7 miles per hour. Dew points in the 50s, so pretty dry out there. As we look up to the north, 85 in Grand Forks. Notice along and north of Highway 2, that's where some of the warmth really was. Low 80s in southeast North Dakota and upper 70s across much of west central Minnesota, including Otter Tail and Becker County, where Bemidji has 79 right now. It's warmer in Baudette at 80 degrees. Hey, we do have a few clouds drifting along the Highway 2 corridor, Grand Forks and points north into northwest Minnesota, but that's about the only thing we have to worry about this evening, as we see a lot of dry weather from the Rocky Mountains and into the elevated terrain of the high plains. And we do see some scattered thunder showers in the southern Rockies. And here is the latest look at the most recent radar information around Houston, and the heavy rain continues as this storm has moved back out over the warm waters of the Gulf right now. It has intensified a little bit. Not expected to reach hurricane strength over the next couple of days, but it's going to hop its way across the Gulf Coast, causing impacts to Louisiana, and it continues for Houston with 20 to 30 inches of estimated rainfall in that area since Friday. Here is a look at your forecast. Very quiet tonight. Get out and enjoy. Walk the dog, and it does look like temperatures will cool down into the 60s by the time we hit your Valley News Live 10 at 10. Overnight, quiet continues. Light winds that will still be from the south, and temperatures will be in the upper 50s for many of us. A few mid-50s out to the east, and as we go through the mid-morning hours, nothing to be alarmed out falling from the sky. The wind from the south-southwest will pick up a little bit stronger than it was today, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And the heat already by lunchtime will be building in our southwestern counties. Take a look at these afternoon readings. They'll be sizzling from the Red River and points west, and another carbon copy day across much of western Minnesota with upper 70s and low 80s there. Heading into the evening, it looks high and dry, maybe a few clouds in northwest Minnesota, and that is a look at your forecast for tomorrow. In Fargo, hour by hour style, we start out at 57. The majority of our daylight hours will be cloud-free, wind southwesterly at 10 to 15 miles per hour. A few clouds building into the region, though, as we head towards bedtime tomorrow night. That could lead to a few sprinkles for some on Wednesday. More on that in a second. The sizzle in the forecast from the Red River and points west, 85 to 90 degrees there. As we look into Lakes Country, close to 80 degrees, and that extends up into Lake of the Woods counties as well, as we see that warmth pushes into the northwest quadrant of Minnesota with mid-80s expected for you. The harvest continues. Dry weather will keep that going the next few days. Aaron, thanks for uploading this Sikeston combine. Hard at work this time of the year. Here's a look at your forecast on Wednesday. It does look cooler for everyone. Our chance of showers minimal at best. As we go through the late week, we'll go through another warming trend that will carry us from 79 on Thursday, a very quiet day, to warm weather on Friday, back into the 80s. And your holiday weekend starts out like this. A big bison game with comfortable temperatures around 82, 88 sizzling degrees on Sunday. And then for Labor Day itself, a cool front pushes through, but it still looks dry, Mike, with temperatures around 75 to 80 degrees.
I love seeing those 80s again. I mean, come on.
Yeah, last week was a little gray and dreary.
Yeah.
That's because she was gone.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly why.
Could have worked that out a little better for me.
Right?
Yeah. It's game week for the